Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Munley's World of Weather. Clicked on to long-range weather forecast discussion for September 14th to 26th. Before we get to the forecast again, we're going to talk about Hurricane Florence. It's Category 4. Here's the latest infrared GOES 16 image. And you can see this deep convection circle in the center. The eye is a little obscured. You can see some cloudiness. Here's a dense overcast here. We have good outflow, and it's moving over warm waters and is expected to strengthen. According to the National Hurricane Center, powerful Hurricane Florence is likely to make landfall as a major hurricane along the southern half of North Carolina by Friday. The models and ensembles continue to waver on the expected landfall location and timing of when Florence may slow down and stall or even meander just inland. So we're gonna take a look at the rainfall totals. Okay, this is in 6-hour intervals. This is the European. And now we can see rainfall here into the deep lavender. Even if I back up a little bit, you can see a little bit of green. That's maybe approaching 8 to 10 inches, and then it meanders, and then we go forward in time. You can see it just like kind of stalls, kind of moves back down. So we're expecting heavy rainfall. That's the European. Now we're going to look at the GFS. You can see we have some blues up here, maybe 10, 12 inches. But then when we get to the rainfall amounts of 15 to 20 inches, and some even maximum totals of 30 inches could be possible, and that's when the system just like hangs around. Now, some of this rainfall may also be enhanced by upslope flow in the mountainous areas. So this is an historic event, and it'll be a prolonged event, even as the winds subside and the heavy rain continues. Okay, we're going to take a look at the spaghetti models. This is Traxi makes a hurricane. Here's 4. This is a forecast of Category 3, and then practically the spaghetti models all are centered down this area here. And the flooding will likely be east of the track, aided by flow off the Gulf Stream. That will also enhance rainfall amounts. And then we got to go to the other models here. This is the surface reflection of the storm. This is the GFS. Along with the rainfall amounts, it's like, can't read that. 996 and even goes lower than that in the center. And then this makes landfall probably around 2 a.m. Friday. And then it starts to weaken by Saturday. And now here's a European. Look how tightly wound the system is, and then it makes landfall. And then it kind of goes like to the south, meanders around the area. Okay, so now we're going to get to... Oh, I want to show the current location. Bear with me one minute. Here's the current location. 27.1 north, 66.2 west, winds of 130 miles per hour with gusts of 160. Movement is towards the west-northwest 17, and the central pressure is 28.06 inches. Wow, that's incredible. 950 millibars, and it's about 850 miles east-southeast of Cape Fear, North Carolina. Okay, now we're going to get to the forecast. Okay, this is for the period 14th to the 18th. Here, the flow remains generally the same. We have a strong ridge here over the Aleutians and Alaska. Here's our trough here, extending from an upper low here over Canada, northern Canada to the northwest. And we have above normal heights here with the ridge centered over the northeast. And this will help steer Florence in the direction that it's going. Now, miles of good agreement. So in this forecast period, I am forecasting below normal temperatures here associated with the trough. I'm forecasting anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal, and above normal temperatures are forecast for the remainder of the nation. And I'm forecasting anomalies about 4 degrees above normal, maybe some higher in the southwest. For precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, and for this region, probability of occurrence 35 to 45%, and I have above normal precipitation forecast for Texas and across this area here, and the probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. For September 22nd to 26th, the ensembles are showing a trough here in the east, developing in the east. Now here's the GEFS, and then we look at the European. They have a tendency for a trough here. You see the dip here, while the other models show a flattening of the flow with above normal heights across much of the nation. I think this is better solution with the ensembles. So for this forecast period, I am forecasting above normal temperatures for the west with anomalies of 4 degrees above normal, and I'm forecasting temperatures to be a few degrees below normal here in the east, for most of the east, of 2 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, forecasting below normal precipitation for much of this area here. Probability of occurrence is 35 to 45%. And we have above normal precipitation forecast for this region here. Forecast anomalies, forecast of probability of occurrence is 45%. So that's the long range weather forecast discussion for September 14th to 26th. People down in North Carolina area, please heed warnings and take care of yourself. That's it for today, and have a good day. This is the long range weather forecast discussion for September 14th to 26th.